This is just kind of interesting. You know, Elon takes over Twitter, restores a whole bunch of accounts, including Donald Trump. All probably coincidence, timing, and everything with, you know, the 17th letter thing. And Veritas, Project Veritas, is also restored. They're the ones who go undercover catching these criminal leftists, politicians, and companies on recording video and then play it. And it's devastating what they capture these people saying and doing. They got banned off of Twitter. Okay, they're back. And all of a sudden, hey, 11/29, so 8 days from now, we've got an exclusive, you know, blockbuster undercover video coming. We got a whistleblower talking about trafficking of might have been kids or just humans, you know, I think it said kids. Get ready for this, right? Again, just coincidental that Elon just took over, did all this stuff, you know, blah, blah, blah. And I noticed some interesting things too. So here's the Hillary Clinton page. The shooter was known to, first of all, I'm heartbroken for everyone grieving in Colorado Springs today. It's horrifying and unacceptable to see hate against LGBTQ plus people fester in our communities. We must all call it out when we see it and help stop it spread. Of course, Biden, you know, we gotta ban assault rifles, gotta ban these guns. And someone said, you know how many people die of fentanyl every single day? Over 500 every day. And that stuff's coming across the border like, you know, they're serving hotcakes. No one's doing anything about that, but we want to talk about 5 people dying in a shooting every great once in a while. Of course, I had to comment about Orlando Pulse nightclub because the very first post that showed up here, which I would maybe say to you if a month ago, you know, when Elon, or however long ago it was, when he wasn't actually the owner, you might not see some of these tweets up at the top. I used to show you guys from time to time, there'd be a nobody, no likes, no followers, or, you know, 1 or 2 followers, 5 followers, and they're at the top of my feed every time I'm someone like that is at the top of my feed when I go to get on some hot political topic. They're there at the very top, like this honey boo boo. They'd be right there, no followers, no likes, no retweets, nothing. And here's their stupid comment, liberal leftist. Probably a bot, of course. And because it's a bot, it's being pushed to the top by the algorithm. Now that Elon has taken over, I'm suspecting, new boss in town, fix the site, get rid of the algorithms we had. We need to fix this ASAP. We can't let him see this. Put it back the way it was. Okay. So this is my top comment. I don't follow this person. The shooter was known to authorities, huh? Was he known to the FBI? Here's Sadiq Mateen, the father of the shooter that killed people at the gay nightclub Pulse, who attended one of your rallies after the shooting. We later found out he was an FBI informant. Which is true, and I covered that. Because he had this shit-eating grin, and he was in... They would tow these little mini bleachers wherever Hillary went because she couldn't fill anything larger than a gymnasium, and even couldn't fill that. It was tiny everywhere she went. This is when she's campaigning against Trump. And this guy shows up, and again, with the cameras all zoomed into her, and they have these little marks. I've seen it because people were taking pictures at different ones. She was over here, I think, in St. Pete, Florida, and people were doing the same thing. They were taking pictures and videos, and there might be a couple hundred people in here, and they've got tape and stuff on the little stage she's walking on to let her know, don't go past that. And if you go this way, don't go past that one. Why? Because we'll be out of the view of the little tiny mini bleachers behind you, which gives the illusion that there's the giant bleacher section filled from top to bottom, 4 or 5 rows high, of people supporting you, when there might have been 20 there. And I documented this on my channel many times. And this was no exception, same thing. And to get into that bleacher section, it's like a VIP top person kind of a thing. You don't get to go to a Hillary rally and just, I got here first, I get to sit there. No, you sit on the outside. This is directly behind the little stage she's on. VIP only. And again, I had video and stuff on my channel that's mysteriously been terminated. I had so much truth on that channel. But the point is, Someone called her out immediately. And it's at the top of my feed. Like it should, with 562 likes, 161 retweets, 13 comments. There's some activity. This thing should be towards the top. Unlike the previous crap where there'd be no likes, no nothing, no person has no followers. And speaking of which, let's just see, Honey Boo Boo 16. She's got 9,000 followers. She's not some 2 or 3 follower person with no likes, no retweets at the top of my feed. That's forcing me to read this liberal shit, which I've showed you guys too. Even on this channel, I think I've shown you a few. Remember when this happened in Orlando and they said it was right-wing extremism? Come to find out it was a Muslim extremist, and then the story died. True. Sir, this is Hillary's pledge. Facts don't matter. Do you grieve for the people killed or injured in all the drone strikes you gleefully oversaw, you moronic warlord? Now, I know this guy's got, I've seen him on YouTube. He's got probably a lot of followers. Yeah, 104,000. The only time you were heartbroken was in 2016 when your cheating did not work out and you lost the election. Too bad you didn't feel that way about Chris, Sean, Ron, and Glenn in Benghazi. I mean, where's the liberal bot farm that would normally be all over this in past times at the top so that when we click on it, we all see this horse shit? Madam President, you're my favorite. Oh, Hillary for 2024. Oh my gosh, I love you so much. Where is it? Twitter's actually acting like it used to be. We didn't hear you squeak anything about the quadruple knife slaying of those 4 students in Idaho. With you, every thought has a political slant. May God rest the souls of those who lost their lives when they were run over at Christmas parade last year. True. Yeah, where was that? That didn't last in the news very long. Yet you can take part in the mutilation of children, says this person. The hypocrisy is amazing. Says the woman with more suicided acquaintances and former staffers on the planet. Where are the liberal leftist comments flooding at the top of the screen? Where did they go? They just quit? They stopped? I wiped it with a cloth and bleached it? You mean like with a cloth? You wiped it? Somebody wiped the liberal comments with the cloth? Ooh, ooh, ooh. Some balloons fly by? Ooh. Anytime life is taken to tragedy, your words are meaningless. Are you heartbroken over abortions, Benghazi, Afghanistan, or the trail of graves you have poured dirt on? Yes, it is a tragedy. In your own words, after failing to respond to protect our embassy in the 2020... Again! What was in your emails? You have to have a heart to be broken. Wait a minute. Hold on. Here we go. Here we go. Hold on. Replying back to... Which one? Oh, this one. Yeah, right back. Unlike you, she does. Oh. You warned us, Madam Secretary. You warned us. Ukraine, mask face. The fact that you're in jail, not in jail right now, for all the crimes you've committed is a travesty. Like. Here comes one. Okay, here's one. And again, tell me you're not a liberal leftist lunatic without telling me you're a liberal leftist lunatic. D-Money. BX. He, him, his. Mental illness in this country is at an all-time... What's this? Hi, I'm a Puerto Rican from the Bronx. I wish you had been elected in 2016. You would have made a fantastic president. In my eyes, you will always be Madam President. See, didn't I call this a minute ago? Thank you for speaking out about this tragedy. Let's see what the replies are to this guy. She couldn't get out of the bed when folks were dying. I think he meant bed. So no one wouldn't have made it a great anything. She wouldn't have made a great anything. Yeah, that's it. Feed her already overinflated ego. Take your meds. LOL. Right? So, out of all these comments, top to bottom. Again, there's way more. Whole bunch were right on the money, all over her ass. Let her have it. Showed up on my feed. Scroll down, scroll down, scroll down. 2 people like D Money. Let's see how many. Again, let's hover over his thing. He's got 122 followers. 122 followers. Mary with the I Stand With Ukraine thing. 10,000 followers. 10,400 followers. Again, so she, happy to be here. Cardinal Nation, hashtag Biden 2024, hashtag pro-choice, hashtag BLM, hashtag gun reform now, hashtag support Democratic candidates, hashtag voting rights, hashtag Dems work for USA, hashtag still with her. Tell me you're not a liberal, tell me you're a liberal Democrat artard without telling me, without saying any, without posting anything. I'll just read your bio. And without even reading the bio, I'll read your little icon, your avatar. I stand with Ukraine. How about Jacob, the other guys? You warned us, Madam Secretary. You warned us. What do you got? Tweets, mine, retweets, not necessarily endorsements. LG, he's got G like bolt, like standing at LGBT. LGBT. He didn't add the Q or Q plus, but just LGBT. No lists. Got the gay flag. And of course, he's got the mask on his avatar, on his own face for his avatar. This is about the equivalent of what happens typically in voting in real life if you could count the votes by hand with paper ballots. You would have 2 Democrats voting versus like 20 Republicans in recent times. There you go. That's what this is. This is a reflection of that. 2 morons to 20, or we'll just say 18 to make it 20 for sure, against 20 smart, think for themselves individuals. 2 sheep, Ukraine. You would think you would take that effing Ukraine thing off of right around by now. FTX scandal, it's all over the place. Money laundering, Ukraine money, this and that. No. I stand with Ukraine. Why? Because the Democratic Party does, and they told me that, so that's what I do. Just like my wife's Uncle Pete. Died at 94, I think. Great guy. Great guy. But he was a Democrat. He was always a Democrat. He explained this to me. We were talking to him back in 2016 when Hillary's running against Trump, and he's got a sticker on the back of his car, And why? Do you always vote Democrat? Oh yeah, always. Doesn't matter who the candidate is. Oh no, that's the party. That's my party. That's how I vote. So it doesn't matter who the candidate is. No, oh no, my grandfather was a Democrat. My father was a Democrat. I'm a Democrat. Always vote Democrat. That's just how we do it. So none of these things matter. Like, if someone did something really bad, no, it's the party. We vote the party line. We always vote for the party. Fascinating conversation, Uncle Pete. But again, the Uncle Pete's out there are really far and few between. You think they're not. Carrie Lake and Katie Hobbs is 50-50. She's got it by, a fraction of a percent. Hobbs is winning. But 70% of the precinct was known Republicans for sure that showed up on election day, at least 70%, and somehow they're not getting the 70% even remotely close, as a matter of fact, to that as they tally these new votes. Did you hear that I think 3 counties now are not certifying the election results in Arizona for Hobbs? Because of some problems with the machines, they said we can't certify these. And the Secretary of State, the Attorney General, has opened a complaint to the election board of, I guess, Maricopa, demanding some answers about why in these numerous Republican areas, the machines quit working, quit tabulating, had to feed it 6 times, 7 times, 8 times, 10 times, wouldn't take it, maybe it would take it, all this stuff. So again, very interesting. And it was Ezra. Ezra. I'll pull it up, since we now know it was Ezra that put this up on their screen on Telegram. Bye, Miss Katie Hobbs Pie. Drove the Chevy to the voting location, but they said the printer toner was dry. This will be the day that she goes bye-bye. This will be the day she goes bye-bye. And I'll add a little Axl Rose at the end. Yeah, yeah. Baby. So, if Ezra puts an X, what does that mean? Does that mean she's not even going to step in to office? Does that mean she'll step in, there'll be a lawsuit, takes a little time, she's, thrown out? I mean, my gut here, or just interpretation, really, not even gut. If Ezra put an X on that face that only a mother could love, see? Fake smile and all. I'm going to venture and say she's not stepping in. That's, but one way or the other, something's going to happen with her without her getting the governor position. Again, maybe she steps in for a short period of time, a lawsuit, this happens, they got to redo it. They somehow get rid of the machines because the machines had the problem. The court rules, we're going to have to go to paper on this one because we had a problem with the machine. I don't know. But upon seeing an X like that, kind of tells me she's not going to make it. And I've got a bet with someone in the Telegram group on my Patreon Telegram group. It's only for Patreon members. Theta Moon. I said, I made a little bet with him. I said, if she doesn't win, she doesn't get it, and I'm not talking about what the votes say. I'm talking about legit. She is the governor, or she's not stepping into that, and becomes the governor. If she's not, you got to change your name to. I forgot what I asked him now, like Jabron Moon or Theta Jabron or something. I forget. And he goes, all right, but if she does, if she is the next governor and takes a position. Then you got to change your name to Assnip for something for like a week on Telegram. I said, all right, it's a deal. Unfortunately, I didn't get a dream on this, because if I had a dream, I would know for sure, like, oh, you lost, son. Or, oh, shit, I just lost. No, they're showing me a dream where she went into office. No, I didn't get that. But very interesting times. Rapid fire. This changed, that changed. Elon Musk has just said, they went into Twitter. People have been complaining that they could find these obscure hashtags. They don't even want to repost them because they're like, these are child trafficking, sex trafficking stuff with children. Your platform is being used for that, Elon. He immediately put a stop to it and tweeted about it. Priority number 1, he says, is that. So, what's the next thing? Project Veritas. Hey, in 8 or 9 days from now, the 29th, breaking news, we got a major undercover story about child trafficking. And I wonder if I could find Project Veritas. I'll just find it real quick to see just to read it to you word for word. Thank you, Elon Musk, for reinstating the Project Veritas Twitter account and for standing up for real investigative journalism. Stay tuned for an exclusive on this account on 11/29. A brave whistleblower inside the federal government is going on the record about child trafficking. This is a brave federal government whistleblower, not a bystander, a citizen, or a company, which still would be bad. Federal government whistleblower. What are they going to say? Now, normally when it's a whistleblower, they're aware of the cameras, they're aware of it, they're going to give their story. Undercover, hidden video like they usually do, they're trapping somebody and they're spilling the beans on camera. They don't know it, and we had people from Twitter. Remember the guy from Twitter talking about how they would shadow ban people and all that stuff? Like, that's Project Veritas. So things are happening at a clip, at a rapid pace, and it remains to be seen what happens here. And of course, we're watching the crypto market too, which took a little dump yesterday. Some coins were down 8 to 10%. Trading view. Bitcoin touched under 16,000. It got into the 15s just briefly, high 15s. Doge is 7.5 cents. XRP 35 cents. Theta 84 effing cents. Spirit told me, don't sell your Theta. You know the crash is coming. You're sitting on a bunch of Theta still. You might as well unload it. We get it. The current price is $1.20, $1.19, somewhere on there. I unstaked it. It takes 2 to 3 days, whatever, to unstake it. And they told me in a dream immediately, don't sell it right now. Sell it $1.50. I sold it $1.50. I could literally buy it all back right now. Almost. Again, 84 cents. Let's just say it's 80 cents. 8 plus 8, 16, $1.60. At 80 cents times 2, $1.60. I sold it $1.50. I could literally double my bag of Theta just about right now. And to be fair, I could stop some other orders. I have some sizable XRP orders. I could just dwindle a couple of those and go, okay, I want all my Theta back plus the extra, which would put me back, as Woo-Doo told us long ago, Joe, you're going to get all your Theta back. They're going to give it all back to you. You'll get all your crypto back that you've spent and used and all that. You'll get it all back. Trust them. I know Theta went up way, 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 way higher than when you sold your chunk to pay the house off. And you have to have faith in Spirit. They're telling me they're going to give it all back to you. Not to mention, you still did great when you sold, but you'll get it back. And I said, yeah, it is a little painful to see it go up way higher, like always, but it worked. House is paid off. I'm debt free. Like, this is fantastic. I'm over here looking at maybe getting an airplane now, 6-seat airplane. Not that the helicopter days are going to be over completely, but it's expensive to do an annual on a helicopter all the time every year. And it just makes more sense to have a 6-seat plane rather than barely a 3-seat helicopter when I've got a family of 6 and we can haul ass at 200 knots or 220 mile an hour or so. I can go to New Mexico. There's an airport right by the house that we Airbnb. There's another one there. A couple of, about 2 or 3. It's like 10 to 15 minutes to get to town, basically, from the airport. Whereas now, if I commercial flight in, it's always El Paso. I could do Albuquerque, but it's the same story. You got a layover. There's always a layover. There's not a direct flight. So you get on a plane, you go to Atlanta, Georgia, or somewhere. You wait there for a while, get back on a plane. Okay, now let's go over there. And you make it. Okay, now I've got to rent a car because I'm, 2 hours away from my destination. So I got to go rent a car and drive for 2 hours to get to my destination, which means I got to drive 2 hours back, turn it in when I'm done, etc. And there's a little airport by the town, a small airport. Nice little airport. I'm like, I think I'm going to start looking at some planes. I mean, you can get an old, I'm talking 1960s planes, but I'm realizing you need a twin engine to get somewhere in any decent time. You don't want a single, although they do make some turboprops that are pretty damn fast and single engine, but they're quite expensive. You can get an old 60s, still maintained very well, dual engine or twin engine as they call it, pretty damn cheap. And the annual on a twin engine is certainly more than annual on a single engine, but it's way cheaper than my little helicopter on a twin engine. I mean, way cheaper. As in, like, my annuals are going to be between $8,000 and $9,000 a year for nothing. Every year, here, got to get your, keep it, checked out every year. Airworthy sign off. Yep, we checked it, blah, blah, blah. $8,000, $9,000, please. Okay. Twin engine, $2,500 to $3,500, again, depending. That's pretty substantial savings. Not that it really mattered. I knew this getting into this, like it's going to cost something, but when you don't have debt anymore, you don't have a house payment anymore, you don't have car payments anymore, you have you can do things. You can live life. And I'm not getting stuck on all this doom and gloom shit, which I recognize it. I keep one ear out listening. But I'm going to live my life. I'm going to enjoy life. I'm going to have fun. I'm going to take my family. Let's go. Why? Because we can. Most people have to wait till they retire or 60-something years old or more. Okay, well, your kids are grown up. They got families themselves now. What are you going to... Well, now it's just you and your wife. Well, let's go do something. Well, we're old and this hurts and that aches. And the stock market crashed and all of our retirement got wiped out, because the deep state. And I'm 44 years old. And I'm in a position that, to be fair, not many people my age are in. And I'm going to enjoy life. I'm going to do stuff. And that's why I try to tell you, and I got my Patreon, and let's do this crypto stuff, guys. They're giving me stuff in my dreams. You just have to follow me. I'm not telling you you should. But that's all you have to do to make the exact moves that I make and take the exact same risks that I take. And am I perfect with my track record? Hell no, I'm not. But damn it, ever since Woo Dude came into my life and I got these dreams, and Julianne as well, I went next level. I didn't know that was coming. I thought I'd just get other things, And next thing I know, they're showing me stuff in my dreams about crypto and telling me specific ones sometimes and specific prices. They gave me a warning in September. The crash is coming. It's going to be nasty. It's going to be bad. We saw what I'm calling part 1 of the crash. We haven't seen 20-cent XRP and 408 Ethereum. Ethereum is $1,100 right now, a little over that. Why is this crap in my face? Black Friday sale on TradingView. Get this out of here. I want to see crypto. How far did it go down? I'm on the 1 minute timeline. I don't know how the hell that is. Let's go back to the 2 hour. Take a little look, see. And it got down. Again, when the news hit on the 8th and 9th, it got down to 1,071. It's almost there now. It got down to 1,106. And right the second, it's 1,131. Again, cut this number in half. And we're talking my dream number, roughly. I got 408 in my dream. So it'd be a little more than half on this one. But to be fair, XRP is 35 cents. Now, if it was 40 cents, half of that would be 20. It'd be dead on the money. But it's 35 cents. Therefore, it's not going to be 50% drop from here if it stops at 20. And to be fair, I get dream numbers, but a lot of times it'll either go a little above it if they're telling me a higher number, or if it's a lower number, it can squeak a little lower. So I won't be surprised if I saw 17 or 18 cent, just quick little candle like boop on XRP, and then, okay, it's kind of hovering around 20 for a little while. All of our orders are filling, and then it goes back up, like we're all waiting. But I mean, again, Theta, it's as low as it's been in years at 82 cents. Of course, I say years, a couple years. And it's, 82 and a half, roughly, is the bottom. And right now, it's 84. Again, 80 cents. My guides told me, don't sell at $1.20. You're going to unload it, sell at $1.50. And they showed me in the dream, me selling Theta for a price of $1.50. What interpretation is needed? None. I saw myself selling at $1.50 and it was stayed at. Okay, thank you. Clear as day. Thank you, Spirit Guides. I love you guys. This is so cool. I tell everybody on Patreon, this is what I'm doing. This is what I just got. Shortly after that, oh my God, guys, they gave me another one. Sheba. She bang. She bang. Ooh, baby. Steven did do a song on that. Sheba. Sheba. And an interesting set of coincidences happened yesterday and the day before regarding Sheba, and I posted that on Patreon. That's really interesting, and it has to do with this airplane too that I'm looking at, or just looking at getting an airplane. But I did go and look at one, and flew my helicopter over there because it was twice as fast as driving. And it's a twin engine. It's actually a Beechcraft Baron C55. Now, the B models are quite a bit out there. But they have the 260 horsepower engines per side. The C in 1966, which is what this is the first year they came out with the bigger motors. I think they're 285 horsepower. But they're bigger engines. They're definitely bigger than the 260s. And it's the lightest aircraft of the C, the D, the E models that came out. And anyway, so I went and looked at this thing, and I might do something. You know, I may get it. I think I'll have to open the gate. I've got a guy coming to replace an awning on my one RV. It's all cracked and whatever. Just needs to be fixed, you know. So, anyways, I will talk to y'all later.